Hey, I'm playing An Innocent Man by Billy Joel, straight from the charts of the Morristown Youth Jam. So if you would like to play this song along with me on your ukulele, download the free ukulele song sheet from the link in the video description and play along with me. And if you'll be anywhere near Morristown, New Jersey, come out and play with us. After the song, we'll do a basic tutorial together with a slow motion close-up play along that you might find helpful. Now here goes. Some people stay far away from the doors if there's a chance of it opening up. They hear a voice in the hall outside and hope that it just passes by. Some people live with the fear of a touch and the anger of having been a fool. They will not listen to anyone, so nobody tells them a lie. I know you're only protecting yourself. I know you're thinking of somebody else, someone who hurt you, but I'm not above making up for the love you've been denying you could ever feel. I'm not above doing anything to restore your faith if I can. Some people see through the eyes of the old before they ever get a look at the young. I'm only willing to hear you cry because I am an innocent man. I am an innocent man. Oh, yes, I am. Some people stay, they will never believe another promise they hear in the dark, because they only remember too well they heard somebody tell them before. Some people sleep all alone every night instead of taking all over to bed. Some people find that it's easier to hate than to wait anymore. I know you don't want to hear what I say. I know you're gonna keep turning away, but I've been there, and if I can survive, I can keep you alive. I'm not above going through it again. I'm not above being cool for a while. If you're cruel to me, I'll understand. Some people run from a possible fight. Some people figure they can never win. And although this is a fight I can lose, the accused is an innocent man. I am an innocent man. Oh, yes, I am an innocent man. You know you only hurt yourself out of spite. I guess you'd rather be a martyr tonight. That's your decision, but I'm not below anybody I know. If there's a chance of resurrecting a love, I'm not above going back to the start to find out where the heartache began. Some people hope for a miracle cure. Some people just accept the world as it is. But I'm not willing to lay down and die because I am an innocent man. I am an innocent man. Oh, yes, I am an innocent man. Oh, Billy Joel, gotta love him. All right, that was fun. That was a fun song. By the way, there are easier ways to play it than I did. I will show you the flourishes that I put in. You can play them if you want. You can skip them if you want. That's fine. Here's what I did. First of all, the strum I did, you don't have to do that if you don't want to. If you want to just stay on, by the way, I only wrote in the C. Every time maybe not every time, but throughout the song, in the beginning of the verse and farther down, you know, in the second part of the line, when it just says C in the song sheet, I actually did C and then C5. All C5 is dropping a finger down right next to your finger that's on the you know, A string C note. There, that's a C, but that's it. That's a C5 right there. Now what did I do? I strummed down with a single finger, plucked, and yes, I have a low G, but you can do it with a high G too. It's fine. It'll sound good that way too. And then I plucked the other three strings on the C5. C, C5, C, C5. Oops. Huh. And then the same thing when I got to the D minor, right? The same pluck. And then from the D minor to the F, I went like this. These two strings, and then I left my finger off. So you heard this. That's the part you heard, right? Right? You heard that little, you know, step up. And that's how I did it. Just these, I left these two fingers down from the D minor, plucked top two strings, second from the floor with an open, and then I dropped my F. That's how I did that, but you can leave it alone. If you want, if you have trouble with that, if you love this song and you're a beginner and you just don't want to work that hard, then just play the C's and you can do this strum instead. Some people say far away from the door, if there's a chance of it opening up. They hear their voice in the hall outside. See, it doesn't have the panache, but it sounds good. It isn't incorrect. It's the right chords. It's just fine. It's just not as elegant as the other. I mean, I was trying with my 4 strings to, you know, do Billy Joel's piano. I fell short, obviously, but I was trying. So like I said, if you want to play the simple version, play the simple version. The strum I did just now, I'm just going to stay on the C. A strong down, down, up, down. So the emphasis is here, here, here. Down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up. Oops, sorry, screwed up. Down, up, down, down, up, down. That's the emphasis I'm giving. And that's through the entire verse, through all the verses. Now in the refrain, I did something different, didn't I? I didn't do this strum pluck. On the refrain, I was doing full strumming, all 4 strings. Forceful. I called it more forceful strum. Down, down, up, down. Actually, it was the same strum I just showed you. I would suggest doing it gently in the verses. And then in the refrain, you build up like the rest of the band is joining you. Right? You're using all 4 fingers and you're going as forceful as you can. I know you're only protecting yourself. Right? Build up the emotion. That's the idea. And then, the end of the refrain, someone who hurt you. That's half of the drama in the song, is that the refrain is full of energy and emotion, and the verses, and the segue back to the verses, is ridiculously abrupt. Someone who, or at the very end, you know, when you got that, actually 2 different places, the last 2 refrains. I guess you'd rather be a martyr tonight. And then I called it a tiny pluck. And a pause. That's your decision, but I'm not below. Right? The drama. You're like, wait, what happened? Did the song just end in the middle of a sentence? No. Nope, it didn't. He just made you wait. So, okay, what else am I going to talk about? As far as chord transitions, they're not too rough. C, D minor, I already showed you how I go from the D minor to the F, right? G, C, okay. In the refrain, I use a second position C, I call it. All you got to do, you already got your fingers in the position of B flat, right? So slide it up 2 frets and it sounds more forceful. I know you're only protecting yourself, right? Thinking of somebody else. And that is the whole song, isn't it? I think it is. So, yeah, I believe it is. Okay, so I'm going to play through a verse and a refrain. Oh, excuse me, one more thing. The tab at the very end. The very end, after the last line. Oh, oh, oh. Whoops, I screwed it up. Actually, it's only 3. Here's how I'm doing it. It's written out in tab. The way tab works... never mind. I'll show you what I'm doing, and if you compare this with what's written, I'm guessing you'll figure it out. No chord, meaning if you're not gonna do the tab, don't do something else in its place. Just pause, like after the previous refrain when it was "Mark tonight." That's your decision. Similar to that, but if you want to do it, I'm putting middle finger on the 5th fret of the 1st string, that is first from the floor, and ring finger on the 7th, and I'm only plucking those 2. Slide down 2, slide down 1 more, or well, 1 more for this one and 2 more for this one, so that they're next to each other, so it's like 2 pieces of a G chord. That's it. And the way the tab's written, this is the 5th position on the 1st string, this is the 7th position, 7th fret on the 2nd string, and you can see 5-7. 5-7, 5-7, 5-7, 3-5, 2-3. That's what's written in the tab. That's how tablature is written down. So if you've ever wondered how to read it, that's how you read it. You can compare what I just did and what I just said with what's written on the song sheet, and you'll see that. Okay, so now I'm going to play a very, very short version of the song in slow motion. I'm going to play verse 1. Actually, I'm going to start with the intro. And I'm going to play verse 1, the first refrain, and then from that, I'm going to go right to the very end. I'm going to pause, and I'm going to go and to the outro. So if you want to stick around for that slow motion close-up play along, then do. If you don't want to, then don't. But hey, if you like the video, please like the video. You want lots more, subscribe to our YouTube channel. It is free, of course. You want lots more free downloadable ukulele song sheets, check out our meetup page in our Dropbox, and then come play with us. Now here goes. I'm going to start with the intro. Slow motion. 1, 2, 3, 4. Some people stay far away from the door if there's a chance of it opening up. They hear a voice in the hall outside and hope that it just passes by. Some people live with the fear of a touch and the anger of having been a fool. They will not listen to anyone, so nobody tells them a lie. I know you're only protecting yourself. I know you're thinking of somebody else, someone who hurt you. I'm gonna pause. Here we go.